Hey guys, it's Jules and welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing a collab build with the one and only RayAtlas. I'm super hyped about this build because it's my first collab back and Atlas is such a good friend of mine. We've known each other for such a long time now. I'm doing the exterior of the build and he's doing the interior, so I'm really excited to see what he's done. I'm messing around a little bit with the terrain tool, just doing a tiny bit of it, not really too much. I didn't really want to go crazy on this because, you know, like, it's a family home. It doesn't really need big, like, crazy terrain stuff. But anyway, so the house traits for this lot are unlayer line, child's play, and good schools. Because, you know, it's a family home, it makes sense to have those traits for the house. The price for just the outside, just the exterior, is 46,468 simoleons, so it's not cheap. None of my houses tend to be. I'm sorry, I will do some more base game, like, kind of start homes. I will eventually. I just like doing, like, really, like, family orientated builds. I don't know what it is, okay, I'm sorry. But you know, there's Motherlode for a reason, so it's all good. So this build uses Get Famous, Seasons, Cats and Dogs, Get Together, Outdoor Retreat, Backyard Stuff, Romantic Garden stuff, and Perfect Patio stuff. So there's quite a few stuff packs, but it's not as crazy as like some of my other builds, so a lot of you guys should be able to download it and use it. A lot of you guys already have actually, so thank you very much if you've downloaded it from the gallery. I do appreciate that. If not, the download link is down below, and also my gallery origin ID is Julie-AnneTV. So it has a back balcony, a garage. It's got quite a small backyard, to be fair. I'm not overly happy about how small the backyard is, but that's fine. But I've tried to do different things. There's quite a lot of like jump cuts and edits and things because I don't like roofing. Roofing doesn't like me. We don't get on very well, so I didn't really want to bore you guys with my bad roofing skills, but it looked alright at the end, so I'm happy about that. So you know, much better at the end than it was at pretty much this point. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, and then I jump cut a few bits, I think, or I might have left it in actually. It looks like I've left it in, but it's fine. So yeah, I really enjoyed doing this build. I had a real good time. I did use a reference picture, but to be honest, the reference picture was pretty much gone within 2 minutes, which usually happens whenever I use a reference picture, because I use them for a little bit and then it's kind of like, no, I want to do my own thing, and then I get carried away doing whatever I might have been doing in the first place. But yeah, so the side was originally the left hand side. I originally wanted to do a load of different, well, kind of like almost like a greenhouse, but it didn't work and I wasn't happy with it, so I stopped. I think I cut that out, but yeah, it's fine. It is what it is. In the build, it has laundry day windows, but I changed that because I didn't realise that Atlas didn't own the pack. You know, before you do collabs, guys, make sure you know what packs people have, but I didn't double check that because I'm silly. So just an FYI, just double check next time, I think. I'll have to. But it's fine. I was trying to do kind of a fun little roof thing there, which looks quite interesting. So that, like, you pull down one of the eaves so it connects with the other eave of one of the other roofs below, and I thought it looked quite nice, and it makes it look a little bit different, a little bit unique. And yeah, so the windows are quite interesting because some of them are more traditional with the shutters, and then some of the others are a little bit more modern. I wouldn't say, well, not full modern, but they look new, basically, compared to the other ones. I'm thinking, oh, well, you know, maybe they've had like a little bit of change over the years. The house has been here for a little while and they wanted to update it, things like that. I thought it looked more interesting, so why not? And yeah, so you can see the laundry day windows in there. Unfortunately, obviously, they've changed. They're now just the base game ones instead. And that's fine. That's okay. That's fine. It doesn't really make that much of a difference, but I mean, interior wise it would, but you can always add them back in. If you have laundry day, you know where they're supposed to live, so it's fine. And I'm just changing around things. Windows always take me a really long time to decide on what I want to do because I'm really picky when it comes to that. I don't know why, but I think it makes such a big difference on a house what windows you pick. And yeah, here I am creating the garage, or well, it's a full garage. I really like what I did here with a roof though, because it kind of makes it look like an actual drive. So it's not just like something imitating a garage. It looks more like, you know, because it's going up into the foundations. So I hadn't figured out how to do kind of split level builds, which I have now. Though, and that build will be going up soon, but my god, that was such a hassle to do. I had to cut out like the majority of stuff in there. It literally took such a long time to sort out, and it was just very, it created a few glitches. I don't know whether I would directly recommend doing it, but I had a good time building it once I was doing the interior, not the outside. Did not enjoy doing that. And here you can see me just changing some windows up and changing how the house looks on the outside. Little things like that, really. Nothing like huge or major. I love the new Get Famous wallpaper. I think it's for sets actually, but it works really, really well for garages. It kind of looks like one of those like wooden garage doors, and it just works so well, particularly for this build. So I was really, really happy about that. And yeah, just doing the outside, making sure it looks all nice, doing foundations, things like that. I like using this particular brick foundation because I can find the matching wallpaper quite easily, so it looks like the drive is supposed to be there, and it just all blends in quite nicely. I had a really fun time doing the exterior. Actually, it was quite a, it was, I just really like doing these kind of traditional family home vibes. It's just, I don't know what it is, it just, I find it very straightforward and not necessarily difficult. It's just, it's fun taking something that's traditional and that everyone knows what it looks like and changing it a little bit and doing like little things here and there and things like that. And yeah, I tried to change it a little bit, did like a little bit of a different twist on it with like some trees and you know, I mean it's pretty straightforward, to be fair. It's pretty much very, what I would say, Americanized, because in England we tend not to have that many houses like this. And if you do have houses like this, then you're in a nicer neighborhood than where I was originally from. Not very many people where I'm from have houses like this unless they're quite privileged, let's put it that way. Obviously it doesn't really matter, it's a Sims after all, it's not really a huge privilege kind of thing. But if you really want me to build something from where I'm from, I certainly can do. It'll be a bit different though, because we don't really have that many detached houses. We tend to have a lot of semi-detached houses, or not detached at all, which I can't remember the name of that off the top of my head anyway. We have a lot of houses that are pretty much attached in a little row usually in England. I'm not really sure what it's like in other countries, but this house to me is very Americanized, but I like that. I like the American houses and I think they look very nice, to be honest. And I would very much like to have a house like this when I have money, which will be a while, I know, but I can dream after all. It's all good. I hope every one of you are doing well as well. I am pretty much exactly the same. Nothing much has changed for me. It's pretty plain sailing, all good. Just things at work really. Gearing up for Christmas though. I've just actually spent quite a lot of money on Christmas presents. So I'm kind of weeping internally right now. Oh, my wallet is, since I've just booked my train tickets back home, and my god, I don't know if people realise that aren't from the UK, but my god, the train tickets in the UK are insane. They are very expensive. I have a rail card, which is basically, it gives me a third off of what I want to buy. Rail cards basically help you, I mean for me it's like, what is it, 16 to 25 rail cards, something like that. I need to get one before my 25th birthday because it runs out just after, and I want to make sure that I can actually be a little bit more cheap later on when I'm not 20, not under 25 anymore, because genuinely it's so expensive. I paid about £80 for my train tickets home for Christmas. And I mean, it's not really like, it shouldn't be £80. I mean, obviously I'm booking it quite close to Christmas, but it didn't really change that much, in all honesty. It hasn't really changed at all in the last couple of weeks of me paying attention to it, because I was going to wait until I got paid from work, which I ended up not doing because I wanted to make sure I actually got my tickets. Additionally, I'm really sorry if you hear my housemates in the background. They are being quite loud, and I'm downstairs. I rent a downstairs room, and they're in the kitchen currently, which is right next to where I'm recording, which is super not helpful, but it's fine. They're usually pretty quiet, so I'll let them off this time. Just today though, just today. But yeah, so it was quite expensive for me to buy buy my my tickets home, but that's fine. That doesn't matter. At least I'm seeing my family, and I hope everyone else has got plans for Christmas. If so, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys are up to over the Christmas period or holiday period, depending on whether you celebrate Christmas or not. Some people don't. I personally, I'm not Christian, but I do celebrate it because presents. Yeah, basically. Which sounds really bad when I say it out loud, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people are like that too. So please let me feel better about myself and just agree. And don't say anything, please. I beg. So yeah, the outside is pretty much, I mean, like, I pretty much talked all over this, but I like doing that. Like I said in my last video, I like having a connection with you guys. I like telling you about what's going on in my life, and I hope you guys like hearing that. If you don't, let me know, and I'll just talk about the build and what I'm doing. But you know, it's a family home, so I wanted to add some kids stuff outside. There's also some activities, so you can do some gardening. There's a beehive, little things like that. Again, it's not a really big backyard though. It's pretty small, but it's quite nice. I think in-game you could probably expand it if you went on a bigger lot. This is 40 by 30, so it's kind of small for at least this house. But I'm trying to get used to using basically as much space as possible, because what I've noticed I tend to do is have a lot of empty space on my lots, so I want to make it a little bit more interesting. And yeah, I'm just adding little things, and they're getting louder. How dare you? I'm real sorry if you hear that. If you can't hear it, that's great. That's perfect. That's what I want. I want you not to hear it. So hopefully my editing has helped me out today. Yeah, just adding things on the upstairs balcony, making sure it looks nice and pretty and all ready for your Sims. And adding lights, because that's very important to the game. I really like the lights for that I put on the outside. I think they look quite nice as porch lights, but I really like the ones I've put like dotted around. I can't remember the name of them off the top of my head. They're kind of just the floor lights, I guess, but they look like little lanterns, I suppose. So I hope you guys enjoyed this build. I certainly did, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks very much for hanging with me. See you in my next build. Bye guys!